Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So look, tomorrow, it's a huge day. It's a humongous day, and I cannot wait for it to get here. Why? Because it's championship week in college football. There's so many good games tomorrow, it's absolutely insanity, right? We have Clemson, Trevor Lawrence taking on Notre Dame. ACC, we have Florida, Alabama. SEC, who else? We have my guy Matt Campbell and the Clones taking on Texas. Big 12 championship, must-see TV right there. And then we also have Ohio State taking on Northwestern. Okay, noon kickoff for the Big 10 championship, which leads me into the point of this video, Justin Fields. Now, Fields is the presumable second overall pick in this upcoming draft, and with the Jets and the Jaguars both flying towards the first overall pick, and as we all know, if they finish with the same record, that pick is going to Jacksonville. I figured I'd make a video diving in, comparing both Fields and Darnold, right? Which is the guy that would be best to build around? And I also want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section on who you would prefer the Jets to build around if they finish with that second overall pick, right? Leaving no stone unturned here. So let's get into it. So when you're looking at Justin Fields as a quarterback prospect coming out of Ohio State, obviously he has great size, right? Standing tall at 6'3", 225, 230 pounds, somewhere in that range. His stats, let's be honest, they jump off the page. They're absolutely incredible. They're video game-esque, all right? And you guys know me. You guys know I'm not obsessed with statistics. I don't take stats as, you know, the word from God here, anything crazy like that. I prefer to watch these quarterbacks in their games. I prefer the tape, to be honest with you. But man, we can't ignore these stats. Overall, Justin Fields has 60 passing touchdowns to 6 interceptions. 60 to 6. Absolutely insane. Okay, 18-1 as the starting quarterback for the Buckeyes. Okay, and interestingly enough, quick little side note, that one loss came back in 2019 in the Fiesta Bowl against Clemson and Trevor Lawrence. But multiple time first team All Big Ten, quarterback of the year, Big Ten champion. He has the awards, he has the wins, he has the size, he has the stats. On paper, this dude looks like the man, right? And then what are you getting on the field? Because that's only one side of the coin. What are you getting on the field? How does this guy actually play? Now, the first thing you'll probably notice with Justin Fields is his power arm. This dude throws absolute missiles, and it's a delight to watch, all right? Now, it's not on the level of a Josh Allen, a Drew Lock, a Patrick Mahomes, but he's in the tier underneath. Guys like Stafford, Joe Flacco, you know, guys of that nature, right? Guys of that arm talent. So he's right there, right? He is the arm to make every single throw in the book, short, intermediate, long, on the run. This guy can make every single throw, and he can throw from different arm slots as well, which is always a plus. Now, another thing is he stands strong in the pocket. He's very difficult to bring down. You see defenders slide off of him. You see him break tackles. You'll see him when he does tuck it and run, he doesn't go down immediately. He doesn't get touched and go flying like you see some quarterbacks do these days. He can lower the shoulder. He can put moves on defenders. He's a very, very, very difficult guy to bring down, whether he's running or standing in the pocket, okay? One underrated quality that Fields brings to the table as well, I feel like nobody really talks about it, is his ability to slide in the pocket, okay, while keeping his eyes downfield. Very underrated stuff. If you have a free blitzer coming off the edge, if they're showing blitz up, you know, in the interior of the offensive line, he doesn't go into complete panic mode like you see some quarterbacks do. So I feel like another quality that needs to be brought up when you're talking about a guy like Justin Fields is the maturation process that he showed throughout the course of his college career, right? Coming into Georgia as a 5-star recruit from the state, couldn't crack the starting lineup because, you know, I feel like Fromm could do no wrong over there. He was obviously holding down the position. Transfers to Ohio State, and he didn't look back. This guy got better every single week. The Buckeyes were rolling. They were winning games. They were blowing teams out. And Fields, as an individual player, he looked a little bit better every single week. And by the end of the season, he was a completely transformed quarterback. It was awesome to watch. Really, really good stuff. And then this season rolls around, and he looks like he took another step forward, and that's incredible. When you have a college quarterback with so much room to grow, so many tools that he can use with his mobility, with his size, with his arm strength, with his smarts, and he keeps on getting better. He's not taking a day off. He's continuing to grow and mature as a quarterback. You gotta love that. So let's flip the script and let's talk a little bit about Sam Darnold coming out of USC back in 2018. I remember liking Darnold. He definitely possessed a lot of skills that I thought a lot of quarterbacks didn't bring to the table, like improv skills, like the ability to come back in fourth quarters. He also had great size and mobility. I just didn't love Sam. I thought I just couldn't get past the turnovers in that offense. That offense was pretty simplistic, to say the least, and he had interception issues and fumbling issues. The mechanics were also a problem. I just couldn't get over those hurdles for me to love him as a quarterback prospect, but I still liked him nonetheless. Then he gets drafted 3rd overall by the Jets. Everybody roasted Cleveland for passing on him. He goes number 3 and, arrives in New York with Jerome Bates and Todd Bowles. And the dude looked pretty good his rookie year, right? He definitely had some crappy moments. He definitely threw his fair share of picks and whatnot, lost a bunch of games. But for a rookie quarterback with not much help around him, with a defensive-minded head coach and, Jeremy Bates, not really this well-known offensive mind, there was definitely something to like, right? You Jets fans out there, like, he had moments of greatness. Think back to the Green Bay Packer game, the Houston Texan game. There were moments where you're looking at your buddies watching the game with, and you're like, this dude's going to be a star. He could be a top 10 quarterback in this league. And so you're thinking, okay, year 2, we're going to get rid of Todd Bowles, get rid of the whole time management issue, and we're going to move on and get an offensive-minded head coach. We got that offensive-minded head coach and hired everybody's favorite guy, Adam Gase. And from that moment on, everything was destroyed. Darnold's confidence was shot. His throwing shoulder is now injured. The team is in shambles. Everybody is completely buying out. Jamal Adams is no longer on the team. You guys know what happened. So everything from that point on, from the day we brought Adam Gase in, everything has went completely downhill. So now we're looking at it right now and really asking the question, is Sam Darnold salvageable? Can we revitalize this guy's career if we put some weapons around him, if we build an offensive line, if we get the right coach in the building? That's the big question that everybody's kind of asking. With not that much time left on his deal, he's played 3 years, he's going into year 4. After that 4th year, we can use the 5th year option on him, and then it turns into the franchise tag mess, which I do not want to get into. And then you have to kind of, consider from that point on, okay, big contract, what's he asking for? He's probably going to want starter money if the Jets keep him, but we'll see. So this is the question. If the Jets land that 2nd overall pick, do you go with a guy like Justin Fields, start over, fresh new rookie deal, a lot to like? Or do you hang with Sam Darnold, a guy who knows the locker room, he knows the players, he's definitely had a lot of trials and tribulations through the NFL. There's definitely still potential. He's 23. Fields, I believe, is 21. I think just going into next year, Darnold will be 24. Justin will be 22. So a 2-year age difference. Who do you feel more comfortable with? So for me personally, I think if the question is between Justin Fields at spot number 2 or sticking at spot number 2 and, going BPA, sticking with Darnold, or trading back and, trying to acquire a haul of picks, I feel like I would be more comfortable moving forward with Justin Fields. Clean slate, new coach, new staff, new coordinators, new quarterback. I personally feel like I like Fields better as a prospect coming out. I think the turnovers are an issue with Sam Darnold. I just don't know if he's ever going to overcome those. I think, obviously the financial situation definitely favors Justin Fields. He's 2 years younger. I feel more comfortable with Fields moving forward than I do with Darnold. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who would you prefer if the Jets do find themselves in this situation? Is it going to be Sam, possibly with a bunch of picks, or maybe best player available? Or would you roll with Fields at 2? Let me know your thoughts. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.